Amazon, home of almost everything.
Yes, hi. Can I speak to Jeff Bezos, please?
Would you mind holding?
Yes, I'll hold.
Hello, this is Jeff Bezos.
Hey, Jeff, Zach from Uchu Shelf here. What are you doing over there, bud?
Huh?
The, light novels?
Excuse me?
You took them down?
Who is...
Oh, come on now, Jeff Bezos. You know why I'm calling.
Wait a minute. How did you even get this number? Don't call here ever again.
Well then, Jeff Bezos, if that's how you want to play it... So, here's what happened. A couple of days ago, jnovelclub, an incredible source of translated Japanese light novels, put out a series of tweets basically saying that Amazon had removed a bunch of their light novel series. They were no longer available on Kindle except in Japan. And the series that were removed from Amazon Kindle were The Greatest Magic Master's Retirement Plan, I Too Shall Survive Using Potions, that's both the light novel and the manga, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, and Clockwork Planet. Now, according to jnovelclub, they received absolutely no communication and no notification about this from Amazon at all. In fact, the only way they found out this even happened is because users were tweeting at them and emailing them about it. Additionally, all pre-orders for the 6th volume of The Greatest Magic Master's Retirement Plan were also forcibly cancelled with no notice. Now, when jnovelclub got in touch with Amazon basically told them, yeah, we ran this through the Kindle content review, and that's all we can give you. We took it down because of that, and that was all the information that Kindle and Amazon were either willing to or able to provide to jnovelclub. Then, not long after, it actually seemed like 2 more light novels were removed from Kindle as well, and that's the 1st volume of Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash, and the 3rd volume of Infinite Stratos. Now, fortunately, jnovelclub followed up with Amazon to see if users who already bought all of these light novels would be able to still continue reading them if they had already purchased them or if they already downloaded them, and Amazon said that they could. Although Amazon's word is probably not worth much, so jnovelclub actually urged one user to strip the DRM and just back it up anyway, just to be safe. Now, I'm not going to go into the content of all these novels that were removed from Kindle because 1, it doesn't really matter, and 2, I haven't actually read them. I am familiar with Grimgar and Infinite Stratos through the anime only though, and even thinking back to those, if my memory serves me correctly, there wasn't any quote-unquote questionable content that would have made Amazon want to remove these novels to begin with. Now, what really caught me off guard about this all happening is that jnovelclub received absolutely no communication from Amazon that these were all being taken down, and that puzzles me for a number of reasons. Now, it's probably an understatement to say that Amazon is one of the biggest companies in the world. It rakes in billions upon billions of dollars a year. Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world, or at least one of the richest people in the world. But to someone who works in tech, specifically who works with websites day in and day out, the fact that there's no automated thing that would say, hey, we've removed this book once the book is no longer available for sale, baffles me. Billions of dollars every year. Can't take the time out of the day to program this into the website. Even if making it automated was not cost effective, there's got to be how many support people working for Amazon? Not one person working in support for Amazon could take the 2 minutes it takes to write an email and say, hey jnovelclub, we've taken this stuff down. Here's why. Here's how you can fix it. Let us know if you have any questions. I can't imagine how frustrating it would be to not have any feedback from the company that says, you've done something wrong. It's like if you were a parent, you go up to your child and say, hey, don't do that again. You're grounded. And then they're just like, what did I do? And all you say back is, you know damn well what you did. Don't do it again. That kid is 100% going to get grounded again because he has no idea how to avoid doing whatever it is he's done. And that's the problem here. Not only has Amazon not reached out to jnovelclub to say, hey, we've taken your stuff down, they haven't provided them any feedback. They haven't said, this is the kind of stuff that we don't want to see on our platform. Please avoid doing this in the future, and you can have no problem selling your books on our platform. Luckily, jnovelclub has their books available on a plethora of other platforms. I'll link a bunch of those in the description below. We'll talk about them a little bit at the end of this video as well. But even the ethical problems of Amazon aside, it's obviously very, very detrimental to any business of any size working with Amazon for something like this to happen. Not only because Amazon is one of the biggest platforms in the world for selling digital and physical goods, but because there is no recourse for someone to not do something that they said not to do again. All of this is absolutely 100% just nonsensical, it's arbitrary, and it doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help Amazon because they're going to have to constantly review things and say, yeah, whatever, take it off. And it doesn't help the seller because the seller has no idea how to avoid doing this again. Now, even excluding all of the sex toys you can buy on Amazon and the page after page after page of just weird cowboy erotica, there are 2 manga you can still buy on Amazon to this day. I checked 5 minutes ago, and they're, surprise, surprise, still available for digital purchase through Kindle. First manga is Inio Asano's A Girl on the Shore. Now, if you've read this manga, you know why I'm trying my hardest not to laugh right now. For those of you who haven't read it, it follows these 2 high school students who are kind of not mentally well. They're kind of lonely and just dealing with the trials and tribulations that adolescence brings. And they decide to enter into a casual sexual relationship. keep in mind, both of these characters are underage, and a lot of this is shown very explicitly. And when I say explicitly, I'm not even going to tell you about the scene in the bathroom. If you've read it, you've read it. You know that there can't be anything in these light novels that compares to that, let alone all of the other graphic sex scenes in this book. The other one is everybody's favorite anime of the year it came out, Made in Abyss. I loved the anime, don't get me wrong, so I decided to check out the manga. Not for me. No, not for me. The stuff in the Made in Abyss manga is weird. It's just leave it at that. It's just very weird. There are very detailed child nudity scenes, I guess you could say. And the creator of Made in Abyss has a very specific, what's the word I'm looking for? Pee fetish, I guess. Now, the point I'm trying to make here is I'm not advocating for censorship of all of this stuff. I'm literally saying quite the opposite, is that it either is all okay or it's all not okay. There can't be any of this just arbitrary nonsense that says, this is not okay for absolutely no reason. Hey, we're gonna still sell these though. Now, while I am uncomfortable with some of the subject matter that comes out of anime and manga, and you can probably guess what that is, I'm not gonna talk about it. I don't think things should just be censored for the sake of censoring it. I don't think art should be censored. I don't think manga should be censored unless there's very good reason to do so. I don't think that things should be deplatformed from arguably the biggest e-commerce platform in the world because of some arbitrary set of rules that even the publishers have no idea what they are. Imagine never playing baseball before and someone shoves you into a game, gives you the bat and says, play ball. You can probably kind of guess what you're doing, but you still really don't have any clue what's going on. And eventually in the end, you're either going to hit yourself in the leg with a bat or you're going to get conked in the head with a ball. As I mentioned earlier in the video, there are plenty of other platforms you can buy jnovelclub books on, and they are probably better platforms to buy them on, more ethically and better for the company itself. I'll leave links to all of those in the description below. I'll leave a link to jnovelclub's Twitter. You should follow them as well because they've got a bunch of great stuff. I'm not a big light novel reader, but some of the stuff that they've announced is actually kind of looks really interesting to me. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll start getting into light novels. And hey, let me know what you think of this whole fiasco down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this because this is just, it's so weird when this kind of stuff happens. And I don't think it should happen, and I'm pretty sure you all agree with me because hey, everyone out there watching this video right now is super cool. Pew pew. Pew pew. That's why no one subscribes to you. While we're on the topic of supporting places, don't forget to support legal manga. Go to www.wherecanireadmanga.com to get the lowdown on where you can read manga for free, through a subscription, import volume, and do it all in a way that supports the industry and helps us get more manga like this stuff right here. And while you're at it, check the links in the description below for my brand new podcast with my good friend Alex from over at Alonzi called Project Senpai. We've dropped 2 episodes so far, whole bunch of clips, whole bunch of fun, one of the best podcasts in the world, hands down. Anyways, folks, thanks for watching. You can follow me over at Twitter, @UchuShelf, on Instagram, @UchuShelf, and here on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and all that jazz. But until next time, folks, happy reading.